Hey folk, how you doing? So today we're going to be talking about WhisperAttack. It's a way of using the OpenAI Whisper models for speech recognition and using those with VoiceAttack. So, how does this all work? So VoiceAttack, when you talk, goes through the Windows speech engine. That's then used by VoiceAttack, which looks in the list of commands that have been configured, and if it finds something that it thinks matches, it then runs the actions for that and sends them to your application. Cool. So what is WhisperAttack then? So basically, no more Windows speech engine. So this is helpful for folk who just the Windows speech engine just doesn't work for them, or they're looking for something different. So instead, how does this work? So when you push your push to talk button for VoiceAttack, it's going to use the WhisperAttack VoiceAttack plugin, and it's going to start WhisperAttack listening and recording. So then you say whatever it is that you want to say, and then when you release your push to talk button, it then stops listening, stops recording, and then it's going to start processing this. So it takes your speech, uses the OpenAI Whisper model, and translates that into text, applies a little bit of magic and word mappings, which we'll touch on later, and then sends that back through to VoiceAttack. Now, if VoiceAttack finds an exact match for a command for that text, then it's once again going to run the actions configured for that command and send them to your application. Cool. Right, now we've got that out of the way, let's crack on with installing it and using it. Alrighty. So, where can you get WhisperAttack from? I'll put the link here in the video description, but pretty much you come to this GitHub page and you want to go over here and get the latest release. From within inside here, it's going to have a link to where you can download it from. Alright, so we have three files here. One is the instruction manual, which is important. WhisperAttack itself, and then the VoiceAttack plugin, which you're going to need to send commands. So let's go and download these. And then once they're downloaded, we will go ahead and install it. Okay, so now we need to install both the VoiceAttack plugin and WhisperAttack. So the VoiceAttack plugin is going to go into the folder where all your VoiceAttack plugins live. For me, I am on VoiceAttack 1.6. So for me, it's under Program Files, VoiceAttack, and then everything is inside the Apps folder. So let's extract that out. Alright, now we have the WhisperAttack plugin. Okay, so the next step is to install WhisperAttack itself. So to do that, we are going to extract it out. For me, I'm going to put this in my program files. So we'll create a new folder here named WhisperAttack. So now that that's installed, we have our WhisperAttack files. So this here is the WhisperAttack program itself. You can create a shortcut on your desktop or wherever you like to that. And the settings file here contains the Whisper model to use. So check out the manual, it'll tell you which ones are available. But basically, the different models take up different amounts of memory on your video card and have different degrees of accuracy in the voice transcription. If we come back to here, this is WhisperAttack itself, so let's run this. First time running. And there we go. We're all started, we're all running, and we are good to go. Alrighty, so to get VoiceAttack working with WhisperAttack, there's a couple of things we need to do. So first off, and you can do this per profile, but I do this globally, is under the recognition tab, you need to disable speech recognition. The reason for this is otherwise your voice commands from WhisperAttack will come through here, but also the Windows speech engine is also going to talk to VoiceAttack, which means you're going to end up with double inputs, which you don't want. So make sure to tick the box to disable that. Next thing you want to do is edit your VoiceAttack profiles. So as you can see here, for our push to talk buttons, we need to start Whisper recording so that it starts listening to us, and then stop it. So I'm going to take this one here as an example, and we go to Other, Advanced, Executed Plugin, and we want to select our WhisperAttack plugin, and then for the plugin context we're going to have Start Whisper Recording, and we want that to be the first thing that happens. And then when we release our button, we want Whisper to stop listening to us. So let's do that again. Other, Advanced, Execute a Plugin. It's our WhisperAttack plugin again. But instead of start, this is now going to be stop. Put them at the top again. Okay. Apply. Done. Alright, so let's try this out. Hello world. And there you go. No command found. I don't have a hello world in this profile. But let's try something that does exist. ATC, request taxi to runway. And just like that. Works. So what are word mappings? So because Whisper models are pre-trained, you can't train them to your own voice. So there may be some things it picks up which are consistently wrong just based on your accent or whatever, and you want to map those to a different word. So let's take an example, and we'll call in our J-TAC called Axeman. Axeman, playtime 60 minutes. Axeman, playtime 60 minutes. Okay, nothing. So let's go and see what it thought I said. As you can see here, VoiceAttack received Xman, playtime 60 minutes, and Xman, not Axeman. So we can go and add a word mapping for this, and we can say Xman, and we can instead place that with Axeman. Okay, let's jump back in and see what happens. Axeman, playtime 60 minutes. Hey, and what do you know? It heard us this time round. Okay, now that we've got everything all set up, let's do a bit of a run through using Vaicom for our J-TAC and Bailey's excellent AH64 profile for our radios and coordinates. So let's bring up the Vaicom page, J-TAC page, and we'll call up Springfield, tune frequency 134, and let's call them up. Springfield, playtime 60 minutes. Springfield, playtime 60 minutes. Ready to copy. Identifier, Whiskey Papa. Type, Whiskey Papa. Free, Bravo Tango Romeo. Grid, Bravo Alpha. East, 5049. north 2939. Enter coordinates now. And just like that, we're all punched in, good to go, and off to kill some stuff. I'll catch you folk in the next one. Alrighty, so DCS also has this nifty feature where you can paste notes into the DCS kneeboard. You can do this in WhisperAttack as well, just by prefixing any command with the word note. That's N-O-T-E. So let's see this in action. We'll bring up the DCS kneeboard, and then we'll say a command starting with note. Note, 3 tanks at the base of the mountains to the southeast. Come inbound east, exit to the south. Note, J-TAC is on laser code 1688. Look at that. Magic.